While I was gone, Capcom leaked probably the most information I've ever seen about an upcoming game, including the 22 starting characters. And it would be super easy for me to just pretend like I didn't see that and then act shocked. But that's not what I'm here to do today. Instead, we are going to take a look at the list, but we're just going to take a look at these three characters that I'm really interested in playing. Okay, let's start with Cammy. She's got pants now, noteworthy, right? All the Coomers in the comments note that she has pants. Second, I think she's the character that should probably change the least. In 4, I heard she was pretty good, and she was actually really good at some point. I don't know which iteration of Street Fighter 4 she was really good in, but somebody told me that. She had great buttons. I think she has a lot of the same buttons she has in 5, and of course she has the walk speed and everything like that. She was really good in 5 for a few seasons because she kind of dodged a bunch of nerfs while other top tiers got nerfs. So she just kind of got put up there by proxy, right? By not being nerfed, she became a top tier. And that's kind of usually not a good thing for a very simple character. But at a high level, I don't think Cammy's as simple as some people think, right? You still got to space your dive kicks. You got to be able to DP. You got to be able to anti very well. And you got to be able to play with low health character, right? You're a glass cannon, so you have to play pretty good footsies with her. I think she is a really good character for low-level players and high-level players alike. So I don't want to see too many changes with her gameplay-wise. I am kind of interested to see how they do the dive kick. If it's going to be like 5, where it's not like super, like it's not a TK. You can TK it, but it's not as low to the ground as it is in 4. Because you'll see in this game, and if you play the game, of course, you know she can TK the dive kick and do it like instantly as soon as she leaves the ground. You can't do that in 5, so that might be a change they add to 6. Also, she's a powerhouse in the corner in 5 when it comes to corner pressure, and that I think that's in part due to the way that strike throw mix-ups work in 5. A lot of people are taking the throw, and some people, you have to guess a lot in the corner, to try and get out. And I think based on what I've seen on 6, if you haven't seen any gameplay of 6, when you tech a throw in that game, at least in this version that they're playing right now at the convention floor or whatever, when you tech a throw, you separate by so much. Like the two characters move across the stage. It's a lot of space that you get back for teching. So I'm not really sure how that's going to work in the corner and how that's going to work with Cammy's pressure. But overall, I'd be pretty happy if she just stayed how she is right now. Maybe got a couple buffs or whatever. Maybe that drive system helps her out in some way. I just think she's a really solid character, and I don't see them changing her too much. Let's talk a little bit about A.K.I. She's one of the newcomers, and the reason I put Fang on the screen is because from what I understand lore-wise, I think she's like his protege. He like adopted her or something. So I'm guessing she's going to have some essence of him in her moves. I'm pretty sure there's pictures of her with like syringes and stuff ready, so she's going to use some type of poison, I'm guessing, and maybe be a new iteration of Fang. If she plays like him, though, to a T, I'll probably have to pass. I don't really like how you have to play Fang. He's this weird, like, zoner, rushdown hybrid, and he kind of works, but he takes a lot of work, and a lot of character specialists has spent a ton of time trying to figure him out. So if she's like that, it's not that I'm unwilling to put in that extra work to play her. I just have to really like the character, And that's true for any character, but especially for ones like this who take like a specialist to dedicate themselves to figure it out. But the fact that we have waifu Fang now is probably a loss for everybody, because I said that at the beginning when I started playing this game. If Fang was a girl, everybody would play her, and then we'd have to learn the matchup, and then we'd hate the game because Fang can be very infuriating to play against when you run into one that's really good. But I truly feel like the reason why some people didn't play him in the beginning or didn't play him at all was his design is kind of weird and kind of turned people off to him. And then he was already kind of low tier until some of the specialists started popping up, and they do pretty well for themselves, but they've put in a ton of work. I specifically kept Juri for last because this is a character that I've been playing the most. Since after DreamHack, this is the only character I've played, and I've been playing a lot more than usual because I'm just having fun playing the character. I always wanted to play her, but I felt like Karen was just my best option when it came to competing, and if I was going to travel to like DreamHack and stuff, I should probably just play her for now, and then after all those events, I can go back to doing whatever I want, right? I don't plan on going to EVO or anything like that, and now that Street Fighter V is winding down, no more CPT for my region, I can just do whatever I want and have a good time, and this is what I've been doing. And I think she is the character I'm most excited for because they can go one of two ways. They can go with the Street Fighter 4 variant where she has the negative edge, and I think that'd be fine. It'd be a fun challenge to learn negative edge and to play that version of her, or they could go with the Street Fighter V version where you can have the stores, and I'd be ready for that too. I think either way, whatever iteration of the character comes out, I'll be ready for it, and it'll be pretty fun. I think out of everybody on the list, this is the character that's in my number one position for now. If the list is right, I just assumed it was because Capcom kind of soft confirmed it on Twitter by saying you guys shouldn't have seen that, but you did, and it's okay. And we're happy that you're, happy about the characters that you saw. But, you never know. Maybe she doesn't make it. Maybe they changed plans. I'm just assuming that she will be in there at some point, and I'm excited for it. I think best case scenario, she makes it in, and they do like some hybrid system of the stores and the negative edge. And worst case, she just doesn't come in for like another year and a half and comes in as like DLC or something. And in that case, I'll probably just play Cammy. But yeah, those are 3 characters I'm interested in. Sorry I wasn't here when the original like 22 characters dropped, but I think this makes it a little bit more personal anyways, and a little bit more interesting to show you guys where my head's at, rather than just show a list of 22 characters, half of them we don't even know, and just speculate about JP for 30 minutes. I was thinking about putting him on the list because I like the old man, like Grandmaster archetype, but I don't really even know what I don't know any lore about him or anything. So we'll just have to wait on that guy. Also, just to let you guys know, I'm back at my apartment. Like, you're going to be getting regular uploads again. I was just at my parents' for the first couple weeks of the summer, just visiting, and now I'm back at my apartment. So I got all my setup, and I won't be disturbing anybody late at night by recording. Thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed, please consider subscribing.